Okay, brilliant. Let's go.
All right.
What is up, guys? I'm here with Noura, and we are doing a mock driving test on paper.
Because they have iPads.
Okay, brilliant. Where are we?
We are in Hither Green.
When's your driving test at Hither Green?
This week.
What? When? Are you going to tell them, or is it secret?
Thursday.
Okay, so wish Noura luck for her driving test on Thursday. If she makes any mistakes, give her driving tips if you've got driving tips, and let's get her a driving license.
Yes.
Are you excited for your driving test?
Yes.
Really excited?
No.
No.
Just excited.
Okay, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
There's other more exciting things going on in your life. This
Exactly.
is just the icing on the cake.
Exactly.
Because you make cakes, right?
Exactly.
Check out Noura's cakes.
Yes.
Should I put a link? Should I put a link
Yeah,
for the cakes?
that would be helpful. Why
Okay,
not?
cool.
Yeah.
Let's put the link. It's there. Not right now, it's not, but it will be when I edit it. Boom. Excellent. We drove over here.
Yes.
Was it easy or was it challenging? Because you're not used to driving cars like this,
No,
are you?
your car's really delicate, so got used to the lightness of the car, I think.
Okay.
So it should be okay now, but yeah, it is different to
Okay.
cars I've driven before.
If you stalled a couple of times, don't worry. What's the main thing that you need to be looking out for your driving test?
Serious faults.
Planning ahead. Like what's on the road in front of you. You're not going to fail for missing a signal or signalling late. You're going to fail because you didn't deal with something that's on the road in front of you properly. Okay? Any questions?
Nope.
Well, like you said, you've watched enough mock test videos, so you know how this works.
Exactly.
How long does the driving test last?
40 minutes.
And are we going to do emergency stopping?
Yes.
Maybe. Are we going to do a manoeuvre? How many?
Isn't it one?
One
But then-
manoeuvre, yeah. Maybe an emergency stop.
Yeah.
And we're going to do some independent driving using a...
Sat nav.
Good. What kind of sat nav?
The TomTom, the ancient looking ones.
The rubbish TomTom. You should do mock tests. Do you want my job? You could do this for me.
I'm going to angle it a bit more here.
Great.
Yeah.
Let's angle it like that.
Alright.
Just so I can see it.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. Great. Drive. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to put my seatbelt on. You're going to do the same?
I've
Or
got
you've already
mine.
done the same?
Yeah, I've got mine.
Great, you're way ahead of me. So Noura, welcome to your driving test.
Thank you very much.
The test is going to last 38 to 40 minutes. You told me this already. So Noura, welcome to your driving test. Take two. This is going to start with a vehicle safety question.
Okay.
So have you been learning these?
Kind of.
Kind of. So
Kind
go
of.
for a hard one,
No,
or an easy one.
no, just go for one that you'd go for with anyone.
How can I check the general condition of my tyres are safe to use on the road?
Get out the car and look at them and check for any like nails or holes or anything in it. I think that's all I know really.
Wait, that's not how you word the question.
Oh.
How do you check the recommended tyre? No, I can't remember. I can't remember exactly how you.
What how do you
tread
check
depth,
the
yeah.
tread depth?
What's the tread depth?
You use a reliable tread depth.
What
thing.
should it be though?
1.6 millimeters.
Great. And what else are you looking for then not to be?
Deflated.
Don't want it
Damaged.
to deflated. Damaged how?
Like punctures.
Something on the sidewall of the tyre. There can't be any. The sound effect is for
I don't know what that noise is. I don't know what that is.
samurai movies.
I don't think they'll do this in the test.
No, they wouldn't give you any clues on the test. No, they wouldn't.
What?
Pregnant. Belly.
You've lost me.
Cuts and bulges.
Cuts and bulges.
Oh my god, you were
No,
so close.
you don't refer to pregnant women as bulges.
You have a bulge, the way
No.
the baby goes. No?
Okay.
What do you call it?
I just call it a
Bump.
bump.
Which is a type of bulge?
All right.
I would ask you
Semantics.
another question because that went horribly wrong, but this is funny as hell, so I'm definitely going to leave it in. Are you ready to drive?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
All right. When you're ready,
Great.
drive on. And at the end of the road, turn right. You have to be so focused on your driving test right from the word go. Noura's moving into second gear, but she'll forget to go back into first for this junction, which she needs to because her car speed is way less than 10 miles an hour.
I narrowly escaped stalling then.
She's recognised her mistake, and even though she's got away without stalling, she's still earned herself her first driver fault.
At the end of the road, turn left, then bear left. Turn left, then bear left.
This second junction more than makes up for the first one. She's spotted a gap and she's confident with the pedals, so she sets off into it without stopping. Anyway, welcome to the commentary. This is Noura's driving test around Hither Green. I was really happy to fit her in before her test because she had a few areas to work on. She's a super lovely person and she really wanted a driving license to help her deliver the cake she makes and to transport her new baby around.
After 200 yards, bear left.
Get in the comments and wish her luck for her real driving test, and while you're there, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Bear left.
The sat-nav's telling Noura to bear left. We did discuss this in a previous mock test around Hither Green, and in that case we were entering a new road, so Zach had to signal left. In this case the road's continuing left, we're not entering a new road, so it would be incorrect to signal. The sat-nav's just a computer analysing a basic map and it often gets it wrong. If you need to use a sat-nav for guidance, remember to always use human judgment when deciding how to deal with whatever's in front of you.
After 200 yards, turn right, then turn left. Turn right, then turn left.
Okay, pull up on the left in a safe place. Don't have to use the car.
After 200 yards, turn left.
That's alright, keep going. Find another one. The examiner will ask you to pull over 4 or 5 times in your driving test. They'll have seen a place for you to pull over or know that there's a space for you to pull over soon, so slow down and be vigilant. You won't get a fault for missing the space, but you can't pass your test unless you've demonstrated parking on the left a set number of times.
Turn left.
Turn.
No, I didn't indicate, so
Oh, okay.
I felt like if I turned,
Interesting.
it wouldn't have been safe.
Okay. I'm so stumped. I've not seen anyone go the wrong way on purpose before. Yes, you can't get marked down for going the wrong way, but Noura has taken us way off course to save herself getting the small driver fault for late signalling. Pull up on the left in a safe place. I'm quite sure Noura is now thinking about going the wrong way and not on her test. She's lost focus and forgotten to signal to pull over, earning her a driver fault. Thanks. Drive on when you're ready. And turn left at the traffic lights. Whoops, we've got a stall there, but quickly recovered. Turn left. Oh, that was that one. And you definitely indicated that time.
I'm so sorry.
Let's cancel that signal. We'll go around the other way. Your driving test isn't made up on the spot, it's a set route and you have to complete certain actions before you can be issued a pass. Getting lost could have your test terminated because you can't complete all the requirements in a set time. You might get away with it once, but an examiner on a real test would be having stern words with Noura right now and she'd be under immense pressure. I really want to tell her to take a deep breath and focus. She could drive so much better than this on the practice before the cameras were rolling.
Turn left. And let's turn left again.
So we've managed to go all around the houses and back onto the South Circular, which is the road that Noura should have been on if she'd completed the left turn. At this point, most examiners would abandon the route and direct you back to the test centre, but I'm going to keep going to give Noura the full experience and so that you guys can learn something too.
After 200 yards, turn left.
Noura stopped a bit close to this red car. Not close enough to give her a fault, but enough to put her under pressure, especially as she's on a hill. Watch her feet as she goes to pull away. Her biting point isn't set, so as she comes off the brake, she has to really quickly find the bite and stalls. If you're waiting on a hill and it's your driving test, use the time you're stationary to find your biting point so it's set perfectly for when you need to set off. Do not worry about wearing out your dad's or instructor's clutch.
Turn left.
Noura is not planning ahead anymore and it feels like she's driving on autopilot and really not enjoying this test. She's gone into first gear for a very wide junction which she can see all the way around. Her speed is still way above 10 miles an hour though, which is why she's got that big uncomfortable jump and a driver fault. Literally the most important thing you can do on your driving test is plan ahead. When you're taking your driving test, unless you've spent £1 million on lessons, you won't be good enough at driving to drive on autopilot, chat, or think about anything other than what's next on the road. The whole way around your test, you need to be planning what the next hazard is and how you're going to deal with it. For example, when you're approaching a junction, do the full MSPSL checklist in your head. Don't just drive at the junction while thinking, oh my god, I'm on a driving test, I hope I pass, because you definitely won't. On Noura's driving test, we were driving around for over 50 minutes because of all the wrong turns. There's another one coming up soon. Because we went the wrong way so many times, it's not a proper test route, and we don't want a 50-minute video, so I'm only including the important highlights so that you can learn what to do and what not to do on your driving test.
Turn right, then, at the end of the road, turn left.
Okay, after this black car, stop on the left. So,
Stop next.
yeah, pull up now. On the left.
Yeah.
Great, that'll do. Stop there. Okay, I'll show you how to do the wipers. It's a twist here. Brilliant. What I'd like you to do next is move off from here and reverse park back into this position. Parallel parking. Happy with that?
Yep.
Okay, good. Go for it. Lift.
I'm just going to reverse back a bit.
Noura said she's going to reverse back a bit, but she didn't look around. However much you're moving, if you're reversing, you need to take a full check around your car. On your manoeuvre, you only get room to do one error for observation and control. The second error in either category is a serious fault. All the dry steering here isn't ideal, and I wouldn't teach it as it damages your tyres and steering rack if done excessively, but it isn't a fault. What it is doing though is stopping Noura from smoothly reaching the curb. All the steering left and right and only getting a little bit closer has got Noura a control fault.
Try and get a bit closer.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Can I check it?
What, like get out?
No, I just want to open the door.
Okay. Cool. Let's drive on when you're ready.
Noura has finished about a quarter of a metre away from the curb. She won't be inside the parking box, but that's okay. You've got to park very close to the curb to get your car inside the box, and that's not a requirement on your test.
Turn left, then, at the end of the road, turn right. After 200 yards, turn left.
Noura's made a mistake here. You should keep to the left unless you know you're overtaking or turning right. The sat-nav does call the left turn out later than would be helpful, but she has the directions on the screen and left lane should be your default. She's joined the right lane, which in this case is right turn only. Let's see how this develops. Note how close the car behind is following us. Your examiner wouldn't take any chances here with a car so close behind. We're hardly going anywhere, so there's no need to rush, but Noura didn't have the clutch set, slipped back, and even though she pressed the brake at the same time as me, this is a dangerous fault.
I'm going to go straight, because the safest thing to do is go straight, because I'm not in the left lane.
You just didn't plan ahead far enough.
Nope.
Okay.
So my safest option is just go straight.
I wouldn't say that on your driving test, on your real driving test, because the examiner is going to put you under pressure, loads of pressure to go left.
Do you think so?
Yeah, for sure, because
Okay.
then you've gone
the
off
test
route
route.
twice now, yeah.
Again, you can't get marked down for going the wrong way, but you can't make up your own test route. Only go the wrong way if it's your absolute last resort. There's loads of opportunity to move left now that the traffic is
Turn
flowing.
left.
Noura isn't focusing on the right things and she's not planning ahead again. She's demonstrated that she knows how to do a hill start, but she's about to let the car roll back for the second time and I have to use my brake again. Also, she kicks the pedal cam, so we're gonna lose that feed here. This is the kind of driving test you want to get as a mock. The amount Noura can learn from this is immense. She's got a lot of work to do on how to drive on a driving test, planning ahead and staying cool under pressure, but she's a capable driver with some prompting and coaching, and I really hope she can practice enough to get through her test on Thursday. We've passed 2 right turn arrows leading up to these traffic lights, so because Noura's gone straight, she's disobeyed a road marking, and that's a serious fault.
Okay, let's stop on the left after this white Mercedes. Okay, cool. That's the end of independent driving. Because you don't like my sat-nav route, I'm going to direct you from here.
Okay.
Drive on when you're ready.
It's a 10-minute or so drive back to Hither Green to get some feedback after this test. Not much to note happens on the drive back. We're on mainly straight roads and encounter very little traffic. But before we cut to the end, let's see how Noura does with Clifton's roundabout.
At the roundabout, we're going to continue straight, second exit.
Noura stalled going for the first gap, but she's found another one. Smoothly enters the roundabout, steers around the outside and signals off. Excellent.
Noura! That was an experience.
Yeah.
How did it go?
No, I definitely failed. You put your foot on the brake.
I did.
So
I
that's
did.
A fail.
Did
Yeah.
you see how close that blue car was behind us?
No, do you know what it is? It's not that I'm blaming you or anything.
Of course not.
But the camera, like, I wasn't able to react quickly because my foot got caught
on the pedal cam.
the knee bit. Yeah, so.
All of you lot were asking for the pedal cam and it's made Noura fail her driving test.
So not that it was your fault or anything, but it wasn't mine. So.
Okay. But did you
But it was a
see,
fail.
actually, as you rolled back really far, so close to that blue car behind,
Yeah.
and then you move forward, and he came up and filled the gap again.
Yeah.
What a donut.
Yep.
Did you spot the other thing that you did wrong? I don't think you did.
Was it serious?
Yeah, you got 2 more serious faults.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, no, I
3
have
in
no idea.
total.
I have no idea. That's
Okay,
terrible.
so it was at that same point where the blue car was behind us, you rolled back. When we went forward, you were like, I'm just going to go straight. I was like, I'm not going to advise you anything else. But when you went straight from the right lane, that right lane was right turn only.
Oh, I thought it was right or...
Damn. There was road markings on the floor that said turn right from that lane. So that was a fail because you disobeyed road marking.
Yeah.
You had ample opportunity to get to the left lane. After you said that you weren't going to turn left, the traffic moved and stopped and moved and stopped. If you were signalling and looking,
Yeah, I was
you could
looking.
have
I
made
wanted
a bit
to,
more effort
yeah.
to move to the left. But I
Yeah.
think that after you said it, you decided and confirmed to yourself, no, I'm not doing
Yeah.
anything but
I was
going
trying to
straight
avoid
now.
a serious, and then in trying to avoid a serious, I got another serious.
Yeah. The last thing that you did was on the parallel parking.
Did I hit the curb?
Nope.
Oh.
The parallel parking move was messy, but
Yeah.
fine enough for a driving test. I gave you a minor for control because it wasn't perfect and you had to correct loads.
Yeah.
But then I gave you a serious fault for observation. When you got next to that Mercedes, was it a Mercedes? Whatever car we parked up against, when you got next to it, you said, I'm just going to reverse a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you went back maybe 1.5 meters.
And I didn't
You
check.
didn't check the
Yeah, I
mirrors.
noticed that. I didn't think
Okay,
it was a
so did
serious.
I.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a serious.
But then, after that, I
noticed
would have
that.
given you a minor for observation for that. But then, as you were correcting, I think you were trying to rush the correction a little bit because you started to reverse left and then you reversed right and then you were like, damn, I'm going to do it a bit more. And then twice on 2 of the corrections, you looked after moving.
Yeah.
So there were 3 occasions when you should have checked around when you didn't. So that would result in a serious.
Yeah.
Because on the manoeuvres, there's only room for 1 error in control and 1 error in
Okay. So if you
observation
make it again,
before
it
it turns
becomes a
into a serious fault. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Happy with that?
I'm happy with the feedback.
Happy with the feedback.
Shocked that I had 3 serious, but this is good. It's not the real test.
It's good, you're learning,
so,
exactly. It's not the real test, we're still learning. This is lessons. The other thing I want to mention is position normal stops is what it says on the driving test report. But what that means is you're stopping too close to vehicles in front of you.
Okay.
So especially on that hill, you got a couple of mistakes for that when you were on that hill and rolling back into the blue car. And it was because as soon as the light turns green, you start moving. But what I want you to do, or what I would like you to do, is wait, get ready when the light turns green and only start moving when the car in front has started moving. So there were like 5, 6 cars ahead of us, so you start moving, but actually there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars that need to start moving before you get off the clutch.
Yeah.
One that I definitely want to bring up as well is, did you feel how a couple of times the car went boom when you went into first gear?
Yeah, what was that? Yeah, I kept thinking to myself, what is that? Why is the car doing that?
Okay, so there was
I have
one
no
time
idea why it was happening.
you went into first gear to take a left turn, but you were on a main road and it was a really wide corner. So the speed that you went around the corner was like over 10 miles an hour. It was about 12 or 13 miles an hour, which is what gear speed?
2.
Second gear speed.
Yeah.
So if you go into first gear when you're at 13 miles an hour and bring the clutch up really quickly, what happens?
Yeah, it will.
The car
stall,
jerks, right? Yeah, it goes bang, and it does that because it's slowing you down to a first gear speed
Yeah, it did
really
that quite a lot,
dramatically.
and I was just like, what?
Yeah. We got confused with the signals when we went the wrong way. We took a little excursion, which was interesting. We didn't. And do you know what? I wanted to take you on. I told you before we turned the cameras on, I had a really good route for you.
Yeah.
We were going to go on the A2 and do 50 miles an hour.
Oh, okay.
But we were out for like 50 minutes.
Yeah, I'm
an
so
hour.
sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Someone else. Who wants to jump on the A2 and do a mock test? Because Noura didn't. Noura didn't want to.
If it's any consolation, I've done it before.
You've done it, so you would have aced it. Yeah, that's why I wanted to give it to you, because you said, I've done it loads and I'm confident driving at 50. So I wanted you to do the 50 bit and get it right so that everyone can see you get it right. And everyone would have written in the comments, props to this girl, because she's amazing. But apart from that, you passed.
Apart from the 3 serious faults.
Well, 2 serious and 1 dangerous. The foot brake I had to say was dangerous because I had to stop you from having an accident with a very expensive looking BMW.
Yeah.
But who cares about that?
Well, like you always say in all of your videos, you don't have the power to give me a license.
Exactly. So it's just learning.
Experience.
It's just a learning experience, and I'm glad that you've learned a lot today because it's been useful for you. Hopefully it's been useful for you guys as well. Good luck for your driving test on Thursday.
Thanks.
I want to know how it goes.
Yep.
Any questions?
Yeah, what would you say were my strongest points?
That's a really good question. Strongest points, you're a really confident driver. You're really good at just driving along. You get the car into 3rd gear and blast off. It was like, woo! Fast and furious at points, yeah? So it's great that you're not holding back and feeling like you're a learner where you need to be timid and holding back and letting everyone else go. You weren't, even when cars were coming up to the give way line, slowing down to try and help people go first. You're like, I know my place in the road. I'm a confident, strong, independent woman. And I'm doing my thing. You guys can wait, yeah? So the confidence is great.
Okay.
The driving confidence is amazing. I can't wait to hear how you get on.
Yes, I will let you know.
Brilliant. Okay. Wish Noura luck in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.